It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And our focus is on George Pickens. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Steelers and the Giants on Monday night.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. So good to be with you, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go here on Monday night. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Wilson gonna throw right away. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and that will lead to a second down. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Play action. Now, Wilson. That's brought in right side by Pickens. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
This is a clear example of a running back who really trusts his speed. He understands if he just holds his line towards the sideline, he's going to outrun most of the defenders on the field. That's exactly what he does. Picks up the first down before being forced out of bounds.
And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, if this opening drive is any indication of how the rest of this game's going to go, it seems this offense is going to be pretty content keeping the ball on the ground. A lot of success here early. Now it sets up first and goal.
That one taken in. Van Jefferson. Touchdown Steelers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants led out by their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Here he is. It's year 6 in the NFL. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 out of Duke. And Jones still at the helm for the Giants.
You know you have a good week, Mike, when it takes all 5 fingers on one hand just to show how many touchdowns you threw in last week's win. Now, do we expect him to do that 2 weeks in a row? I'm not sure that's realistic, but as long as he continues to operate at this high of a level, they're going to have a strong chance to win every single week.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Jones on the bootleg. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Now the former Bill and Texan Devin Singletary. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Jones. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. From the gun, it's Jones. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun now for Jones. Throw left side, that's Johnson. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Jones to the air again. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They'll get 19 out of that play. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And he's into the end zone. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, Giants.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. They go play action now. Wilson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That's hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Russ. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. On the ground, this is Harris. Here's 3rd and 2. We'll try to run for it with Harris.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but has the 1st down. They took the chance, threw it on 4th down, and they end up with 1st and goal. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. They'll run with Harris. And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. As we check the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he is right up there among the best in the NFL. Jones operating out of the pistol. Now he'll run it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. In motion, it's Robinson. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Singletary. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, Jones. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, it's Jones. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll run here with Singletary. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, and it's Singletary. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide, nowhere to cut, take him down for a loss.
They'll run for it. It's Singletary. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
They run it over center with Harris. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's gonna look for the home run ball. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Wilson. Now a screen set up for Harris. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing again, Wilson. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. 3rd down coming up. Again, Wilson. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Jones. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. That's to Robinson, he's got it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw is Jones. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Russ. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the visiting Ravens who were able to come in and take this one on the road. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Matthew Stafford, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. On first down, Jones. Open man, that's Cager.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight, they sell out on the run, and they're going to force this team to snap it again on 3rd down.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Jones. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. They'll run. It's Penny. Yeah. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Slayton is the man in motion. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Jones. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jones. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
The Giants sending out their punter. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Steelers offense. And their running back set to go once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Another run here with Harris. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
What that play call tells me is that play caller made up his mind. We're on 3rd and inches. If we don't get it, we're going for it on 4th down. So he really treated that 3rd down like 2nd down. They worked the outside part of the field.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A run. Here's Harris. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Deontay Banks comes up to make the play. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Now Russ. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Steelers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take a 21-7 lead. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Tracy now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Jones will get this out wide to Neighbors. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing now is Jones. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
Big-time sack there by T.J. Watt, and he certainly picked up right where he led off. Remember last year, Mike, he led the NFL in sacks with 19. He's made a living off making plays in the backfield, and he continues to do so here.
The Giants sending out their puncher. The fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Steelers offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. Give up the middle to Harris. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, right back to Harris. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll give it to Harris again. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Wilson. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
One more time, it's Harris. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He'll try to run forward. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Boswell now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Tracy now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Jones now on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Jones now on 1st down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Jones to the air again. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now it's Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets this one up past the 30. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. On the give, it's Harris. And he'll get the penalty yardage and then some back and is very close to a first down. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. And with an open date on the schedule next week, we'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.